Hi there. Welcome to Neos. And if you're watching this video, you most likely saw my post on TikTok that I'm actually gonna be covering how to set up how to set up an avatar on Neos. There's gonna be two parts of this. We're gonna be covering two things in Neos right now. There's one, importing your avatar into Neos, and applying dynamic bones into your avatar. So this is gonna be part one of this one tutorial first. So before we get started with anything, I want you to do one thing. If you have everything already in one folder containing the FBX, or in other words, the your model in one folder, including the textures, that's great. Or if you have not done that, you go ahead and do that because this will help you for the first step. Once you do that, make sure you pull it inside of a one folder. Just keep it open and make sure you have Neos in the background. Um, once that's done, we can go ahead and drag and drop the files into this game. Okay, so you guys go ahead and do that for now. But now, once you guys done that, once you've done that, you're gonna be opening up this big menu. By the way, I'm using Quest 2 controllers. So um, I have my folder right here. I have my textures. There's my FPX, but this time we're gonna be using the tire B as an example. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna drag this file onto Neos, and this is going to be this is the first thing that's going to appear. You're gonna What you're gonna do is like you're just gonna tell Neos what exactly you're importing into the game. So it's for us, it's gonna be a 3D model, a regular avatar, auto humanoid height, and run import. Well, that's been let us do this thing. Now let's go ahead and import the textures. So here's one. We're gonna select image texture. Now this might take a little bit, but just give it a second. Oh, there's my model. Okay, so that's the first thing we're gonna set it up. Um, we just go ahead and drag everything, all the textures into the game. So that's one. Oh, there's one. So once you guys have your textures and your model into the game, I want you guys to do this. Go to your inventory and click on the folder Essential Tools. And you're gonna click on the depth tool right here. So if you select this little wooden piece of model here, it's gonna say depth tool. You're gonna double click on that, and this little guy will spawn. And I just want you to equip it. We're gonna do everything that we need to do um, to apply all the changes into the model using this little tool here. So I want you to have your model selected, open inspector, and this will show up. Okay, so let me just undo the movement that I did there. I undo grab, there you go. There you go. Oh, there's my texture. Okay, we're gonna put this guy over here. Ooh, leg. So what we're gonna do is we're trying to find our model into the inspector. This might look a little bit confusing at first, but trust me, if you use Unity before, you can base yourself up on that. So we're gonna go ahead and click. If you go ahead and first find your model, which I believe this is mine. Just select one of the um, left leg. Okay, yes, it is. Okay, so this is my file. So I'm gonna do just to ignore all of this. Just double click on your model and click on this arrow right here, and everything is gonna be focused on this. So there you go. Now to apply the texture, we're gonna go ahead and select on the body, And once you do that, let me just make this a little bigger. You're gonna see here's the materials list. So first it's gonna be the body for me, and we go ahead and drag the body, the texture into the elevator texture. You see, it automatically applies it to itself. So go ahead and do that. And from now, for the invisible map, if I want to add like a little bit like animation into it, so it can be a little bit brighter, because as you can see, my avatar is a little bland, it's a little bright. So if I don't want it to look like this, just apply it to the invisible map. Click this little oh, let me do that. Okay, just increase it, not so much. Get rid of it. Okay, just select this little box right here, and you can just brighten up the textures a little bit. Okay, so that's done. So when it comes to the tiger bee, for some reason the eyes might be a little bit off. So whenever you apply, we need to get rid of the lenses. I just need to get rid of them. There you go. So we go back to the body. So I won't have this weird look in the eye. Um, we go ahead and add it here. Grab my eye texture and apply it into it. There you go. And then this is map, so I can add the brightness into it. Just like that. Now, I know some avatars may have a little bit of transparency into it. So in order to, for example, this avatar, the tiger bee, the wings supposed to be transparent. So how do we do that? In this exact same inspector here, you're gonna select here the alpha node, and it will automatically make it transparent, as you can see there. So there you go. Okay, so how do I use this now? That's a very good question. So in order to turn it into an avatar and actually use your avatar, I want you to open up your menu, go to home, and select avatar creator right here. Close this down. Now we can always like get rid of this. So if you see this little pocket right here, you can actually, this is like your own personal pocket. So you can just like, there you go. See, this actually comes in handy, so you don't have to live somewhere in the world and you start looking for it without respawning things again. So yeah. So also I'm gonna use this scaling thing so I can go off there. So for me, when it comes to Quest 2, I use both the first trigger from the bottom of the controller to do this. I use both triggers, by the way. I can just scale myself up and down. Right, so this guy is the most important thing. We can always come back into it again. Let's see. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna scale a little bit more if I can. There you go. And we're gonna apply this guy into your character's avatar right here. Okay. So, and then we go ahead and drag this guy. This is the right hand. That's the left. Okay, got it right. Yep. Okay, there you go. We're gonna put this here. So one thing that I've noticed that apparently is some kind of bug is that if you apply the hands like inside of the mesh, for example, like here, if you put it inside of it, you're gonna have to have some problems, and you might have to redo the avatar. So what I would suggest you do is just to keep this hand, okay, just to keep it above it, okay, just to make sure it's somewhat identical to the hand. So make sure you keep it like this, okay. So the reason why to keep it like this because there's like I encountered this issue. So if you try to open up your menu, this little line right here, to, to select things, you won't be able to see it for some reason. I don't know why, but for me, in order to fix it, is that if I apply the hand a little bit more upwards towards the hand above the mesh, as you can see here, so I won't have any issues because I think the mesh collides with the um, collides with this little laser right here. So if you don't want to have that issue, I recommend you just moving the hand upwards a little bit, and you'll be okay. We fix that later. Um, so yeah, go ahead and take your time. Just be patient with your model. And let me go ahead and grab this little guy over here. Oh, there you go. Okay. Now on this avatar creator menu, you're gonna select Show Tools Anchor. What this does is that it will spawn this purple things. Okay. This little larger purple bubble is your grabber. So if I go down here and apply below it, so whatever you're trying to hold things in your hand, that's technically the trigger for it. It will technically grab anything, whatever gets close to this bubble. That's oh, there you go. There you go. Just keep it close to your hand, and there you go. Just like that. If you have symmetry on, you don't have to worry about the other side. Yeah. Um, just keep it, if I can, right there. There you go. Now, just to align everything, I want you to click on align head forward, head up, right, and position. And there you go. Set up volume meter so you won't have to so it can actually control your voice a little bit in game, so you won't be like super loud and something like that. But that's actually really important. And if you do have face tracking, if you have the equipment to do face tracking, just enable this checkbox right here. This protect avatar option, that's technically the rights. So whenever you personally hit create, the model belongs to you, and nobody be able to clone it. If you have the model somewhere laying down in the world, nobody be able to steal your avatar or get into the or hop into the avatar itself. So once you've done that, we can go ahead and hit create. But I guess I can always get into that later. But yeah, before you hit create, there's if you're doing this a favor to a friend to set up the avatar, make sure you just unclick the protect avatar so your friend can actually hop into it. There's a way to make sure that whoever owns this model, only he can only gain access to it. So I'm about to show you in a little bit. So once that's done, this is like your own personal avatar. Make sure you have protect avatar. Just hit create. There you go. And there's your model. You can always like hop into it. Oh, right there. Equip avatar, and boom. You see? And we go ahead and apply a mirror. By the way, you can spawn a mirror just by equipping this tool, the depth tool. How do you do that? Um, Create a new object mirror. There it is. Now, so there's a few things we need to like fix on this model. As you can see, if you see the eyes, looks a little derpy. And if you look at my original avatar, if I can find it works just fine. They're not going all over the place. So it's something I need to show you guys how to fix. So yeah. So congratulations, you just created your own avatar. Okay. There's gonna be some adjustment later down the road. But yeah, let me go ahead and show you what else do we need to fix. So let me just hop back into a regular avatar. There you go. Let me just make my mirror a little bigger. There you go. I guess I can always just delete. If you guys want to, you can always like delete this the textures. You don't need them anymore. So yeah. Uh, let me grab my inspector. There you go. Okay, so if you have like, for example, if you do have a tiger bee or an avali, this is actually helps out a lot when it comes down to the eyes. So how do we fix the issue with the eyes? So what we're gonna do is gonna go to the armature, hips, spine, chest. Okay, as you can see, you may notice the smaller like letters. Uh, just double click on chest. There you go, and hit the arrow bound so it can focus on this. There you go. It makes it smaller. You can see better. Neck, head, and eye manager. You're looking for something called an eye manager. There you go. So as you can see, that's your viewpoint right there. Okay, so you can once you find the eye manager, you're gonna as you can see here, you can just ignore all of this. You don't need this, but the most important thing you need to find is something called eye rotation driver. As you can see, you have the max swing to 30. All we gotta do is just bring that down to I don't know a 15, and it will fix it. You see? There you go. So whenever we hop into the avatar, it should fix itself now. Yes, I still look at this way because I have this thing on the thing, but yeah, we can always deselect that. But yeah, it should be fixed now. Um, let's go ahead and go back into the avatar. There you go. So whenever you hop into the avatar, depending what you have, it could be a hoodie, or if you're using a body, you will have feathers on your face. If you see them, I will teach you in a little bit how to fix that. But for now, let's go and add dynamic bones into the model. So what we're gonna do, I know that I messed around here for a little bit, but we're gonna go for the armature, hips, and let's go ahead and add some bones to the. Let's go with the ear. Why not? Spine, chest, neck, head. There it is. Let's focus on that. And just select the first one. Um, we're gonna go ahead and attach a component. Let's make this a little bigger. And we're gonna look for physics, I believe. Yes. And then we're gonna hit dynamic bones, dynamic bone chain. Click that once, twice. There you go. Okay, so just ignore everything. We're gonna scroll down to the bottom, and we're gonna click on clear smooth transformation children, and then go ahead and select setup from children. Okay. Oh, okay. Now what we're gonna do, we're gonna scroll up a little. Now, if you want to like grab your ears, we're gonna select this option here is grabbable, and then we're gonna scroll up a little. Now, this is actually really important. This is the what the bone can actually collide in your body. So if you want to collide with the left hand, you want to collide with the right hand, make sure you keep those two on. We're gonna get rid of the head and body. Okay, there you go. And we go ahead and add the values that I have here. I will put them on the screen. So let me just go ahead and add them very quick. 50, enter. That's a 1. 25. 245. And the last one will be a 5.5. There you go. So this bone it's already complete. So whenever you did whatever you do on the first one, because this is a what we call it a dynamic bone chain. Whatever you do to the first bone, it will automatically be applied to the rest of the bones that you have here. So you have to worry about adding dynamic bones to every single bone that you have in your avatar. So the left ear, I mean the right ear is already completed. So if we go back to your model, we can go ahead and test out if the bones actually does work or not. So you see, we can actually move the bone. It's a little buggy at times, but there you go. As you can see that it is moving. You can always play around with the settings or the values here to test out what is best for you. And you can see I can grab my ear now. There you go. And no, the bones do not stay in one place whenever you grab into a maximum like this. It will automatically reset itself. And yeah. Now let's go ahead and add some bones into the tail. Oh, right, I forgot. Also add some the antennas as well. Yeah, just go ahead and add just add everything. If your avatar has a tail, let's find the tail real quick. It should be somewhere. Uh, chest. Nope. There it is. Tail root. I'm gonna double click on that. So if we select that, there you go. Yep. Okay. So here's the tail root. As you can see, it's selecting the tail right there. Let's go ahead and attach the component. Make this guy bigger so we can see. Physics. Dynamic bone. Dynamic bone chain. There you go. And do the same thing. Clear and set up from children. Scroll up. It's gonna be grabbable. And get rid of the head and body. We can leave the body since it is actually I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be okay with the body attached. There you go. And we go ahead and add the same values. So this is actually the one value that there it is. I have more values here. So we can always mess around with this value, but it doesn't have that much of a difference though. We can always change the value from here. So instead of 245 right here to make it 200. So let's see how well that works. 15. Oh, wrong volleyball. Get a 1. 25. And a 5, I believe. Nope, that's an 8. Done. Okay. So it should be now grabbable now. I can interact with it. Yes, I can. Can I grab it? Ooh. Yes, I can. Eeh. So there you go. You can. So since it's just since this is just a test, I'm not gonna finish it. Let me go ahead and add the values here. So I have another one here that is actually pretty useful in case you do have wings. I believe. I believe this is the wings. For example, if you have a Kita, this can be applied to the wing right here. Okay. So yeah. So have fun adding the dynamics into this. You already know how to add a dynamic bond to one. So yeah. So that's done. We can always like go and go back into it and customize it. And the good thing about an avatar that you can always like gain help from anybody on the game. They're pretty friendly. You can always ask around if they can be willing to help you out. Um, so yeah. So let's go ahead and do this. So like I mentioned before, if you're working on a avatar for a friend, this is what I want you to do to add like the protection. So just for testing out, just for testing thing, we're gonna go ahead and I believe it should be on the body itself. I believe yes, it is on the body. Okay, never mind. Let's go back into the body. Double click on the body. We're gonna go ahead and attach component, make it bigger, and we're gonna scroll down and find users, common avatar system, and all the way down is gonna say simple avatar protection. There you go. So remember where you have that located in your avatar. So in case you have it, if you did made it public and you want just your friend to gain access to this particular model, keep some notes. So whenever your buddy or your friend wants to gain access or the rights to this model or the public model that you made for them, do that. But they need to do it. They need to like apply it to themselves. So you can do this. It's fine. Nothing will happen. If you have this, if you're doing trying to guide them, users, common avatar. Okay, the moment you click on this, it will automatically set. So make sure whenever once you display this to them, make sure they're the ones who select on this some on this option right here. So it will automatically set like oh it's mine now. So yeah, so there you go. So that's how you import and um that's how you do and you do an avatar. This is how you import an avatar. You're welcome. So if you have any other questions, you can always leave them. And if I didn't manage to cover some things in this video, make sure you leave them in the comment section below. So I can also make some research and also make a video based on that. So yeah. So yeah. Oh yeah, you can do this. And before I let the video go, I want to show you guys. Oh my god, English. God damn. I want to show you something. Do you ever want to throw in a volley? You can do it here. Fuck. I mean, if this is not a reason enough to hop into Neos, I mean, what else? I love this game. Anyway, yeah, hopefully my Discord notifications is not too buggy in this video, but there's nothing I can do. Yeah. So yeah. All right. So before I end this video, I forgot to cover this. Once you finish with your avatar, how do you save it? Because this is actually really important. Okay, so this is what I want you to do. If okay, so I have a mess here. Okay, to add a folder, this case right here is your folders. I already have mine. Oh, hi, hello. Move you over to the side. There you go. Okay, so as you can see, there's multiple folders. If you want to create a folder just to separate it from the rest, just click on the. I want you to click on. I believe it's on the plus sign. I believe. Yes. Okay. So this technically will create a brand new folder for you. It's gonna create a new directory. Just type in whatever you want to name it and hit create. And then once you do that, you're gonna hit on. If you name it as avatars, you can go ahead and select the folder. There you go. As you can see, I already have a few models already saved them in there. Excuse me, Jesus. Oh boy, and then I want you to grab your model, grab it, open the little window, and hit the save to inventory. So once it's done, it's gonna be up here, right here in your folder, and done. You can always come back into it and apply it and things like that. And if you want to spawn into the game with your avatar without showing up with the robot and things like that, I want you to select the avatar. There you go. As you can see here, it changes. Select the avatar and click the little favorites or the little heart option right there. This is your cloud, your personal cloud. You can always save things in there as well. So yes. So there you go. That's how you can always like import or add or save a lot of things in here. So yeah, there's your first model. Congratulations. I'm gonna delete this because I don't need it. There you go. Done. Let me go ahead and and third person. There you go. And that's how you this is how you import an avatar into Neos. And hopefully this video does work. Uh, hopefully this video this did help out for you guys. And of course, if you have any questions, anything like that, just leave them down in the comment section, and I'll be more than happy to at least provide with some information. On the next video, I believe we're gonna cover how to add expressions.